A question is, under objectivism, what would be your social responsibility toward other people? Only one: rationality and hands-off. You want the briefest formulation. Meaning you are not your brother's keeper. You cannot and do not have unchosen obligations, but you are responsible for your own action. You would be responsible for any harm that you do to other people. You will be responsible for any relationship which you undertake voluntarily to enter into, for any contract which you cannot break unilaterally. You would have to stand by your word, and you would have to bear the responsibility for any action which you initiate. You would have no right to pass on the burden of your mistakes or failures or changing your mind onto others who may suffer from it. In other words, you cannot make other men your victims, and you do not have to be their victim. That is all. Now, any help that you may want to give others would be strictly your private privilege, but not your moral and certainly not your legal and political duty. If you want to help others, fine, so long as you can afford it, so long as it's your voluntary choice, and so long as you do not claim it as a major virtue or moral duty. And properly speaking, it is good to help others only when you help them on the ground of the value you see in them. If you see a talented man struggling and you want to help him financially, if you can afford it and it's not a sacrifice, that would be a good gesture under my morality. But it is not a good gesture to help a man who is suffering for his volitional evil. If you see a man who is in need or in trouble through his own moral fault, then you are only sanctioning and helping his immorality if you help him. Therefore, it is evil ever to help those who are in trouble or who suffer through their own fault. In such cases, it is evil to help them. That, in brief, would be the social relationships.